Okay, so upon watching Celebrity Watch Party last night, I have good news and bad news, both of which are for me. Well, I shouldn't be that selfish. It's just that the good news is I now have something to watch on Thursday nights, right before watching Beat Bobby Flay. I like that show. And needless to say, I'm really liking the Celebrity Watch Party so far. And the bad news is when it gets to the end of the month, and I'm going to have to do my ARC thoughts, especially for this particular month because it's something I've been waiting to do for a while now. I'm going to be very busy that evening. I'll put it to you that way. But with that said, how about we get into talking about Celebrity Watch Party last night, shall we? Good morning and happy Friday, everyone. Yes, it is Friday. Before watching Celebrity Watch Party, I hung around my dad for a little while, and we both actually got subs from Meniere's. Although, here's the thing, they shut off their grill a little too soon, so there's like 3 subs I would always I've always trouble deciding which ones I wanted. They were their Philly cheesesteak, their chicken parm, or their buffalo chicken. But since they shut off their grill a little too early, I can't really get those. So I had to settle. Well, here's the thing. Technically, they didn't. They were just too lazy to actually cook the meat involved. So they could toast your bread, but that was about all they could do. That's pretty much what happened. So, anyway, the sub I ordered myself last night was what's called their All-American, which, to be honest, if only you could have that hot, it would probably be my favorite. It's roast beef, ham, and turkey. And, yeah, that should be pretty much all you need because America! Yes, roast beef, ham, and turkey. The trifecta of, sandwich meats, pretty much. Although some can make an argument for salami and stuff like that. But yeah, I got my All-American sub. Obviously roast beef, ham, and turkey. And on my sub, I got myself some mayo, lettuce, tomato, onions. What else is? I also had horseradish Dijon and honey mustard. So yeah, a little bit of a messy sub, but it was so good. And my father got himself a roast beef. Oh, pickles. I also had pickles on mine. That was something else I had as well. So my father, if ever he gets a sub, it'll be usually a roast beef. He'll have his with it's already a turn off because he gets his with black olives. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's my yuck sound. So, obviously he has more than he has, mayo, some tomato, and all the other stuff you would find on a sub. But, yeah, so we ordered subs, and we went over to the chip aisle and got ourselves some chips. Now, personally, considering the sub that I had gotten, I wanted to pick a flavor of chip that would best go well with hold on, I think one other thing, I also had provolone on my sub as well. I want to make sure I got everything under control. So yes, my All-American sub was obviously the ham, turkey, and roast beef. Tomato, lettuce, onion, mayo, pickle, provolone cheese. I said mayo already. Horseradish Dijon, and honey mustard. Darn it, why did I screw that up? Anyway, so I'm enjoying my sub, and, we got chips with them. So I had to pick out a flavor of chip that I wanted, and so I got myself, either it's Hares or Cares. No, Hares. I got myself Hares cheddar and horseradish chips to go along with the horseradish Dijon that was on my sub. So, you think I'm just some, average foodie? Oh, no. When I think of, what I compare food with, I go for it. Again, I had a horseradish Dijon on my sub, so I'll get some sort of, side sort of dish that has similar flavors in it. Horseradish. So yeah, I love horseradish. Personally, yeah, I know it's a little silly of me to say, but I love it when horseradish is able to whoop my fanny. I am. I'm a huge fan of that. I can never get enough of this stuff. I mean, it clears out your nostrils and it feels like a swift kick in the face, but man, I love that. Though speaking of stuff that can feel like a swift kick in the face, Hot Ones did a Sean Evans tells a story. It was actually a very interesting story. It was when the police actually raided his old college apartment building. I'll put a link to the description of that story below because it was actually a rather entertaining story. Can't wait for next week. And now, without further ado, all of the housekeeping is out of the way. Let's get into Celebrity Watch Party, shall we? So, most of the celebrities that were there last week, Romeo, Master P, the Osbournes, Raven, Simone, her friends, and, JoJo Siwa, all those people that were there last week, Steve Wozniak, the Bankses, they were there. But we also had Justin Long and his brother, and former NFL star Reggie Bush. Very entertaining episode, and they watched shows like 911, which is one of those sort of drama emergency shows that, I hear it has a lot of fans. It's just not really my thing. That's actually one really cool thing about Celebrity Watch Party I gotta give credit for. And that's obviously it's to show that, celebrities are sort of feeling a bit of a strain while being kept inside during COVID-19. Celebrities are people too. But that's another thing, because lots of people, it proves even further lots of people have different tastes. And, a lot of people are reacting to these shows depending on what their personality is. Some things people could agree on though. They watched a Good Morning America on the Murder Hornets, which, yeah, okay. Can we, okay, if COVID-19 is the black plague of today, can we just refer to murder hornets as locusts of today? I don't know. That's the only comparison I got. Then they watched a show that's apparently a streaming show called Nailed It, where amateur bakers have to try and recreate a very fancy sort of cake or whatever. And that host on that show is just going absolutely bananas, crazy. It's okay, if I knew how to watch that show, I would give it a watch. I should be thoroughly entertained. Now we get into another thing that everyone agreed on, and Entertainment Tonight did a news story on Elon Musk's new baby's new name. And, okay, I have to take something back. North is no longer the worst baby name you can give a child. Neither is Braden, for that matter. Shout out to any and all Randy Felt. Shout out to any and all Randy Feltface fans, by the way. As I'm a fan as well. Now, his baby's new name is, and I actually had to look this up because I couldn't believe it either. Hold on. Okay. Apparently, I'm looking at the name right now. I'm just saying this right now. This is not a name. This is a formula that you would figure out how to do in math class during school. What is this? Pronounced X-A-12 or A12. It's X-A12 Musk. is the full name. So, okay, I'm just going to be the one to tell the truth about this one as well. Best case scenario. Best case scenario. Kids make fun of his name and call him Musky Ash. That's best case scenario. That's how bad of a name that is. So, yeah. Sorry, Elon Musk's kid. Again, let's play with the best case scenario. Right. What else did they watch last night? The new Gordon Ramsay's 24 Hours. They seem like they were cool with that. They watched an old Bob Ross Joy of Painting sort of video. All right. And they're just like, some people are actually trying to follow, like, what Bob Ross is trying to do. And credit where credit is due, Raven-Symoné's picture actually looked really good. I mean, it looked nothing like what Bob Ross did. But if you were to say, like, that was an original piece, I'm like, okay, that actually doesn't look that bad. In fact, in some ways, it technically looked a little bit better because there was, like, brighter shades of blue and stuff. Wow, I'm such a huge color nerd. Anyway, yeah, so that was fun. Okay. Apparently, last week, everyone had a crazy reaction to Dr. Pimple Popper, and this week, there's a new show people had a reaction to, called Kings of Pain. 3 things. 1, Disney actually greenlit this? 2, Disney actually greenlit this? 3, Disney actually greenlit this? That's all I can really think of. How did Disney, because it's on Disney Plus, how did Disney greenlight this show? I mean, yeah, it's a streaming service and you can be a little bit loose. But a show of 2 Australian guys trying to get bites from animals that, in order to test their pain threshold. You know, I'm just going to be the one to point this out. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time probably since like maybe over a year, I'm probably going to be cursing. Actually, no, I cursed in my videos before. But since probably December, this is probably the first time I'm going to have to curse in one of my videos. I'm very sorry. I'll be putting a warning in the description as well. There already was a show that existed like this. It was called MTV's Jackass. It was a very good show, a very entertaining show, spawning 3 movies and a spin-off, all of which are very funny. In fact, the worst thing about those movies is always the ending, because we don't want it to end. Okay, and do that rambling off right there. And finally, they saw, if you're wondering, the celebrities react to the fact that the guys were getting bit by a retracting python or something it was. The point is it was a very, very big snake that you never want to get bitten by. Needless to say, to be honest, I don't really think snakes are creepy at all. But I still don't want to get bitten by one. And now, finally, the last show they ended the night with was they saw Dirty Dancing, which I have dubbed one of the Patrick Swayze Trinity, as in, hold on. Yeah. Right. Hold on. I want to make sure I do this right, because I actually sort of planned this part. Yep, okay. Okay. Yeah. So, let's be honest. When people hear of Patrick Swayze, they think of 3 movies that I've dubbed the Trinity. They are Dirty Dancing, Ghost, and Roadhouse. And I will be honest with you, I've never seen any of those movies. You're probably wondering, Nick, what is wrong with you? Nothing mentally, really. I just never really saw those movies. But yeah, although I really did like how last night's episode of Celebrity Watch Party ended. It was Steve Wozniak sort of crying at the movie because from what I hear, even though I haven't seen Dirty Dancing, I hear it's pretty good. And Steve Wozniak is getting all emotional and saying stuff like I didn't really have like a girlfriend and stuff like that growing up, and he's sitting next to his wife, and his wife says, "You have all the love you need here," and they get up and they hug each other. That's the ending I like. That's how you properly end an episode to a show. That's the ending that we all like. That's the ending that America needs. So yeah, can't wait for next week, and hope to talk about it even further then. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on the social media platforms, turn on notifications on YouTube. I am very humbled to make this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Regis is opening today. Can't wait to go back. And remember, you guys want to talk to me. I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.